Welcome back to Don Shula Stadium, where Coach Rachel Dell had to call a very quick timeout on John Carroll's possession here. Lainey Donaldson was being triple teamed right next to John Carroll's sideline. Kenyon has scored 2 unanswered goals after we were tied 7-7. And Hanulak forced out of bounds. Kenyon possession. But this one's certainly been a tough game throughout. Like, neither side been able to go ahead by any more than 3 goals. John Carroll yet to have a lead. Carly Ross gets the ground ball. Potentially a fast break opportunity here for John Carroll, but instead they slow things down a bit on the outer fan. Under 4.5 to go. John Carroll looking to get some quick offense, which we have seen from them today.
I honestly thought when Ross had it, that was going to be a goal.
Oh, and she nearly had one right there.
Yeah.
She was right in front of the crease.
She wants another one.
And Gallagher gets it past some Blue Streak defense. Now moving up the middle is Garner. Kenyon having it on the far side. We get to Eccleston behind the cage. Under 4 minutes to play. 9-7. Kenyon leading John Carroll. So this is John Carroll's first game of this season. This is the second for Kenyon. They beat Otterbein on Tuesday night by a score of 16-8. So if they can keep a lead here, they move to 2-0 early in this 2022 season. Near side, Allie Hatfield with it. 35 and counting on the shot clock. And you have to think maybe on these next few possessions, Kenyon might just look to work as much shot clock as they can.
Yeah, I 100% think that's what we're going to see. Them trying to slow it down, run the time down a little bit. They are up by 2 goals, but as we know, John Carroll has had some quick ones.
Free position chance coming up here for Ella Murphy. She has 1 goal today. Gonna maybe add a second, gets inside, shoots, and scores. See if that one counts, though, because we saw a whistle blow as soon as she put that in. And they're gonna say no. They wave it off. So she still remains with 1 goal today. John Carroll catches a bit of a break as they look to try to respond potentially with a goal of their own as Olivia Gerlach sprints her way down the near side. Lainey Donaldson checks back in for Olivia Hanulak. Near side, Heischman. Working behind the cage. That pass a bit too strong, but Blue Streaks keep the possession going. Less than 2.5 to go in this final period. 9-7. Kenyon in the lead. Burdick's pass for Donaldson out of reach again. Eventually making its way to Hatfield of Kenyon. She's fouled from behind, and Kenyon will get the possession back.
John Carroll with a quick steal, though. They need one.
And they certainly get one. That possession very short-lived for the ladies of Kenyon. If John Carroll's looking to potentially tie this one up or come away with a victory, they are going to need some goals, and they're going to need them quickly. Ross, she has 1 already today, shoots, and that one might have hit off the cage. Either off the cage or off the stick of Gallagher. But the Blue Streaks maintain possession. Here comes Jenna Ginsburg with pace, shoots, and scores! What a tough goal from Ginsburg. We've barely mentioned her name today, but she was second on the team last season in goals, assists, and points. And just like that, she gets her first goal of 2022, trimming it back to a 1-goal game with 1:21 to go.
Yeah, honestly, Gallagher's been coming out of the crease a lot today. We've seen her come all the way up to almost the 20-25 yard line. And on that possession, she came all the way out to the sideline out of bounds, was making her way back, and that's when John Carroll got that score on her.
And have to say, coming into this one, it had been 1,090 days since these two teams met in women's lacrosse. John Carroll leading the all-time series 3-1. Kenyon won in the first ever meeting between these two sides. But John Carroll has been able to win the last three. They want to try to keep that streak alive as they win the draw control.
Donaldson's been taking a lot of the draw controls at the beginning, or for the second half. She's won a lot of them, and I think that's been actually very beneficial for John Carroll's offense, especially with now a minute left in the game.
Under 60 seconds to go. Can John Carroll at least tie it? They trail by one. Gerlach just to work it around. Doherty inside to Ross. Could she field it cleanly? Not quite. Ball still on the ground. It's loose. Still going for it was Ginsburg, but possession signaled to Kenyon. Shot clock is off. Under 30 seconds left. Whistle blows and a timeout, by the looks of it, from Kenyon. Some of the players seem to think play is still going, but officials adamant to say a timeout has been called.
What a greatly timed timeout by Kenyon. I mean, that was a pretty sloppy possession on that last one. John Carroll actually got possession of it right in front of the goal, and Gallagher was out. So that could have been, honestly, the turning point of this game before the timeout.
So that timeout was called with 29 seconds left. A 9-8 game. Kenyon leading. Can they hold on, stave off a potential comeback effort from John Carroll, and pick up their first win since 2016 over John Carroll? Their first meeting back on March the 19th of 2016. John Carroll losing that one 13-11, but they've won the last three since. But Kenyon looking to end that streak today.
Yeah. And we keep saying this, but Kenyon's defense has been such a powerhouse for them during this game. In the middle of the field and in their defensive zone, you saw John Carroll looking for any sort of movement by the defense on that last possession. There was nothing. Kind of had to get that last-minute crazy shot in. And I think we're going to continue to see that from them, from Kenyon, in the last 29 seconds.
So now getting out of the timeout. Kenyon with possession. Now on the near side. Murphy, 25 seconds and counting on the clock. Heisman tries to chase her down. At this point, Kenyon just needs to play some keep away. Murphy sprints all the way up the field. Looks for O'Neal. She's got it. 13 on the clock. Kenyon looking to hold on. Come away with a victory. Losing it on the far side. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's your ball game. A tough effort from both sides. John Carroll keeping it close throughout, but it's Kenyon who leads wire to wire and wins this one by a final score of 9-8.